introducing to you all one of the most positive influences in my life, Isa. Isa is among the kindest, hardest working and skilled people that I know. Whether it comes to hockey, school, art, engineering, supporting her friends, mountain biking, or just lending a helping hand, Isa always shows up with everything she has. She's been there with me to eat ice cream straight from the tub as I cried, sit outside with me and ponder our lives, to celebrate my wins, and of course, stand menacingly in my doorway. To keep it short, she's gotten me involved in this community more than anyone else, and I certainly wouldn't be the same person without her. To keep it short, please help me welcome one of my closest friends, my goalie, the older sister I never had, the unique, sparkly, whimsical, funny, but hardworking, and in my opinion, a true example of the Hebron Academy values, Isa Fischer.
Hello everyone. Hi. Most of you out here have probably played a video game, where, within the game, the character you're playing as has embarked on a side quest. In video games, side quests are often presented to you as optional tasks to do that are not directly related to the main quest, but might still give you a small reward, such as in-game currency or other tools to make your main quest easier. When you go on a side quest, it often initially seems like they're wasting time or dragging on the plot. But as the story progresses, these side quests almost always tie into and improve the main quest or story. My life is full of side quests. It often, little tasks I do, adventures I go on, or challenges I attempt that seem to be out of the way or just downright irrelevant. For example, throughout my life, I've attempted to play or learn a wide variety of different sports, including soccer, martial arts, fencing, swimming, figure skating, mountain biking, and hockey. On the surface, it may seem like I was haphazardly throwing activities at the wall to see what stuck, and abandoning others without a second glance. But while each sport I've tried started out as a side quest to learn something new, they've all left me with much more than a basic grasp on how the sport works, even after I've stopped playing them. From helping me become a more well-rounded athlete, to meeting and connecting with new people, to teaching me teamwork and how to work hard, I have gained something from each one. When you take on a side quest, like spending a few months trying a new sport, it may even lead to something bigger. Initially, when I was around 7 years old, I started learning how to figure skate. After a little while, I ended up attending a hockey camp to see if I wanted to try hockey as well, and decided that I did indeed want to give it a try. I did both figure skating and hockey for a bit, and noticed that even after I stopped figure skating, it had helped me become a better hockey player. Now, I don't figure skate anymore, but hockey, which started out as a random side quest, has remained an integral part of my life. Another completely different type of side quest I've found myself in the midst of time and time again is my art-related endeavors. Earlier this year, I spent hours creating nearly 100 stars out of beads, which I gave to people as fidget toys. Some of you may have seen these around campus or have one yourself. All of these were not made at once. Oftentimes, when I take a short break from homework or in between my usual activities, I like to find a fun, small, creative side quest, such as making stars to work on. Spending 5 minutes making stars and beads may seem meaningless, and sure, if I did that just once and then forgot about it, it wouldn't hold very much value. But I decided I was going to make at least 50 to then give out to people in our community. That number quickly grew, as I found more people who'd appreciate one and had more ideas of color patterns to try. To make a star out of beads, you need 25 beads and a piece of string. You need to put the beads on a string in a very specific way to make the end result shaped like a star. However, there are limitless possibilities of color combinations that can be made within the specific pattern needed to make each of them unique. Similarly, to go on a side quest, you need to have an objective that you are trying to reach. But the objective of your side quest can be anything you can imagine, from making something artistically to trying to learn a new sport, to just simply finding something to do with your time that is engaging or valuable in some way. A good portion of my side quests involve art, and the enjoyment and fulfillment I find in art has inspired me to branch out to try other things loosely related to it. When I came to Hebron and first learned about the engineering program here, I knew absolutely nothing about engineering, but I thought it looked similar to an art class, so I decided I'd give it a shot. Taking my first engineering class last year was initially a side quest, with the goal of learning a little bit about something new and hopefully getting creative. But it has turned into a much bigger adventure than I would have ever guessed. Art led me to engineering, and engineering has led me to even more side quests, both big and small. Since I began taking engineering last year, I've been almost always going on side quests, or another related to it in some way. Each side quest I go on lends me more experience, which allows me to take on more advanced and engaging side quests as time goes on. I design earrings and marker holders, which help give me the skills to make covers that fit precisely over the handles of our 3D printers, and design tools to help people with real-world issues. I never used a 3D printer prior to coming to Hebron. I learned how to first use our 3D printers, from there to fix simple and common issues we encounter, which has now given me the experience necessary to be able to figure out how to assemble our new 3D printers, which are the very same ones NASA uses. Each of these small side quests I do in engineering, from creating to fixing to learning new things, has helped me become better at my larger side quest, which is engineering itself, and has helped me be a better problem solver and creative thinker, which I never would have noticed all of this without following the side quests. Whether it's trying a new sport, creating something with your hands, or diving into a subject you know nothing about, don't be afraid to take on your own personal side quests. Even if they seem small, random, or disconnected from your main story or quest, each one has the potential to teach you something new, introduce you to new people, or even lead you somewhere you never expected to go. Sometimes, small side quests can morph into an important part of our stories. Even if all the side quest does is teach you that you do not want to do something, it still teaches you something valuable. Life isn't just about racing to the end of your main quest, it's about the adventures you take along the way, the skills you gain, and the joy you find exploring. If you try and speed through your story, ignoring potential side quests, your main adventure will not be nearly as exciting. Just like in many video games, if you focus solely on finishing the game as fast as possible, you'll miss many fun adventures, and without resources and experience gained from them, will not be as prepared when a challenge appears blocking your paths. Every side quest, no matter how small, can become a stepping stone towards who you're meant to be. Our main quest might define our goals, but our side quests define who we are. In short, if you only chase the main quest, sure, you'll finish your game. But if you take the side quests, you'll truly live your story.